Ugh. Hello, hello. Oh, we're live. Oh dear. Well, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to hell, new subscribers. uh, I don't know what you guys have expected coming into this YouTube channel, but it's cancer, believe it or not. Pure and simple cancer. But Sugar Tits knows her cancer well. Anyway, there's like one meme that I know well, there's a few memes, but there's one meme in particular that I would really like to make a meme, and that is anytime someone goes first, I go feg. Feg, not the A, it's an E, because it's funny to me. I don't know why. It's just it's good. It's funny. Anyway, so today we're gonna have a nice, relaxing, chilling stream where I chat with you guys, get to know you, because I've had about 100, 200 people. Cook. What kind of cancer, OJJ? Please tell me. I need to know. Oh, one dislike already. Bloody hell. This isn't the white YouTuber, alright? I prefer more likes to dislikes. Oh, you disappointed me. I thought you did have cancer. Anyway, so like you can expect 2 big videos this week. And I don't mean big as in drama or anything. I'm trying to take a break, but it won't let me have a break because I try just to watch the drama unfold. Maybe give somebody a comment on their YouTube video about said drama, and people pick it up waiting for me. Like I'm not trying to bring it here, you know. Jesus. Like Mr. Dapperton actually put me in his video. I'm like, I wasn't meaning it to, and I wasn't trying to really say, oh look, we should use this in the video. Like, all I did was look, threats, isn't it cute? And I was in his video. I didn't find out till like yesterday, and I'm liking his videos, and the fanboys from Nightmare Fuel and AIU like, what are you doing? What? She wasn't hurt. She's 15. I'm just like, I messed up somewhere in the past, didn't I, people? To expect this. Chemotherapy session, yes. Maybe this stream will be one big chemotherapy session. People disliking it because they think that I'm attacking my new subs. I'm not actually. It's just it's a joke. It's a jest, guys. All right, calm down, calm down. So anyway, what we do with these streams is I stream for about an hour, and basically you ask me questions, and I ask for questions or stuff like that to get it going. It's kind of like, you know, Loose Level does the same thing. So if you guys want to like ask me questions, now would be the best time. Also, don't forget to spread the stream to other subscribers so everybody knows that I'm streaming. They tend to be very impromptu, so I get low numbers, but the cancer's always good. So anyway, please give me your questions. They will show up on the stream itself. Here we are. Do I agree or disagree? Extreme leftists have caused significant damage. Yeah, I would say they have. It's mainly due to the fact that they won a culture war about 10 to 20 years earlier, and basically they control the education system. I think once you control the education system, because that was the battle between, well, the new atheists. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm a little bit underqualified to say that their culture war that they hijacked from the new atheists in regards to, you know, should we teach creationism in schools, stuff like that. I think maybe that's not anything to do with that. Who would I vote for in America? Nobody. I would have voted for nobody. But yeah, I think that the extreme leftists have caused significant damage, and it's going to take decades to fix. To answer that other question again, trying to get my thoughts on it. So essentially, I think the education system, they've messed it up for boys, although that's probably been the case for decades now. They've messed it up in the case that people simply are not being educated correctly in regards to what they should be learning. Like, they should be learning like social justice pseudoscience. They should be teaching actual science that the scientists have actually found out for themselves through empiricism. They've messed up the relationships between men and women, so now men and women are becoming more paranoid of each other, more distrusting of each other. There's double stand. Well, there always were double standards, but they've been heightened. They've been maximized. Hi, Xiaomi. Am I a top or bottom? No, I am not a top or a bottom because I'm a heterosexual male, and I'm pretty sure you can't be a top or a bottom if you are straight. But anyway, that's it. It all started when women were allowed out the kitchen. You know, people have been trying to say something like that about the Roman Empire. I saw it in Naked Ape's video. Oh, if you're watching Naked Ape, how's the ego stroking? But anyway, there's no evidence for that. Like, I'm pretty sure that life for Roman women didn't really change that much for hundreds of years. I mean, maybe they got slightly freer. I don't know. But I've never seen any evidence, especially from the late Roman period, so the Western Roman Empire, because the sources get worse the further on you go in Roman history rather than better. They get worse. And I've not seen anything to suggest that women were in positions of power. I mean, you know, we don't deny that maybe they had certain influences over their husbands, or like, I don't know, they may have had some kind of representation, but it would have been very minimal, and it would have been just more of an advisory role at best. And well, it didn't harm Octavian, didn't harm Julius Caesar or anything like that. They did fine. You know, I don't know. My new girlfriend, that's like such an old joke, Ian. Come on, Ian. Get with the times. There's a different girl now. It is hot over here as well, Donald. It was scorching at work, but at least I pulled. Stop it, Xiaomi. So, prostate cancer won't be cured by sucking it out, but it's being sucked out, but it feels good, damn it. Yes, Timmy, although to be fair, apparently wanking helps prevent it. I don't know how, but it does. Masturbation can prevent cancer, or at least make you less likely to get it. Yeah, it did sound a little bit like it was made by Turd Thingy Monkey, but I agree with some of the things that he said. Like, yeah, like, there's this awful double standard, and that they want their cake and eat it too. And I think he had a point in some of the things that he said. I didn't agree with everything, but I did like the video. What's going on? Wagwan, Hellbound, Wagwan. Everything's slowly recovering, Ian. We're getting there. QNTKKA, it's been a while. Where have you been? You disappeared off my channel for like ages and never came back. I missed you, man. Wrath of Controversies here. Pharaohs were European, we was Kangs. No, they were they were Egyptian. If you want to see people who are probably as close to the ancient Egyptians as you can possibly get, Coptic Christians. Those are they are probably what the ancient Egyptians are today, but under a different name. Yeah, he was being a dick. That's Naked Ape is a troll, all right. Most of the time, he's a troll. When he's being serious, you can tell he's being serious because he's very passionate and won't back down. But when he's a dick, you can tell. Having pubes decreases cancer. Oh, thank you, Reaper. Jesus, I didn't need. I'm fine with money, but thank you. And he says, giraffes are vile, godless creatures. Correct. I'm not into giraffes whatsoever. Oh, I was waiting for the Thunderfoot Sargon drama. Well, Thunderfoot's lost it, obviously. Like, he lied. It was proven that he lied. And he still doubled down. I don't know why he doubled down. When you've been caught lying, don't double down. Stop it. Get some help, Thunderfoot. Come on, Phil. So, I've been seeing his Facebook page a lot. I follow him on Facebook. The amount of angry people. Like, now I really get what these people felt during the whole Brexit thing. Because, yeah, I get it. I get it now, guys. At first I was just like, it's just his opinion. And it was, but he was... Now that I think about it, maybe not so honest. And maybe not so... whatchamacallit? All that... Well, with the with how he present his ideas. Like, he was very much, I know more than you. You guys are just stupid. I mean, you know, that works with actually stupid people, but not with these people that he was trying to debate with. He is a poo-poo head. But, like, I can't believe he thought he could get away with that. And then when he's just saying, look, you see, he had... oh, God. I'm dying, people. Press F for respects. So, when he got his Vegas profile to try and prove that he wasn't lying, like, yeah, you're lying. You're lying, man. Why the fuck you lying? Innit? Just stop fucking lying. Get some help. So, and then this whole Sargon Truther thing, like, that is, like, so irrelevant to anything he says. And he's right. 2 planes didn't blow up 3 buildings. I don't know where he got that from, but it was 2 planes that destroyed 2 buildings. Maybe it was pride. But why do he be jealous? What's he jealous of? He's bigger than Sargon by 100,000 subs. So, I don't know. No, you are V, Cujo. You know, V should just like follow me on YouTube and Twitter. Why can't any of those people follow me? I was on their stream. Oh well. Hey, I'm a lefty, Mike, and I don't lie. I've never lied in this channel. Ever. So, I think I kind of go against your worldview. Ah, right, yeah, the Pentagon, yeah. So it was 3 planes that destroyed. Was it a plane that crashed into the Pentagon, or did they blow it up with a bomb? I can't remember now. It's been a while. It's been 16 years. I don't really remember. I think TF got too big for his breeches, so now he's getting a bit more of a humbling, but he doesn't seem to be taking it in the way that people should do when they get humbled. But I don't know. Pretty sure the Twin Towers both had 2 planes going to them, but whatever. QWERTY Pumpkin, hello. So, if any of you have came here from Sugar Tits, press S in the chat. I want to see who you all are. It's V has good taste, yeah. Mind you, speaking of V, Adamantine, speaking of V, I'm glad that he found out the truth about D's well, not the whole situation, but he found out about the whole thing with Qatar. It was legit. I'm glad it's legit. But what I'm not happy about is the reaction to that, and the fact that we were all wrong, even though we were well within our rights, considering the behaviour and the weird shadiness of the deletion of the thing, to be sceptical. But hey, you know what? Whatever. That's besides the point. Spino's mates were gloating so hard, and I'm like, now is not the time for gloating. I think this is more the time of what the fuck happened. Why did we let this essentially just escalate, where people were falling out and arguing and shouting at each other? I don't know. I'm not going to apologise for doing the correct thing and being sceptical. I have nothing to apologise for. I mean, Spino wouldn't apologise if he was wrong. So, yeah. Do I scratch my balls without sniffing my fingers? I do not sniff my fingers. I know, right, Sticky White? Who would do that? Who would do such a thing? 1 plane in each? I'm getting confused, guys. Ask me more questions. Yeah, well, Thunderfoot hasn't done a Christianity pwned video in ages, Reaper. So, Thunderfoot pretty much has gotten over that. It's Dusty who can't. Dusty still thinks he can be relevant and irrelevant by shitting on Christians, which has already been done to death, and nobody cares anymore. You know, we really don't care. Oh, nothing, hypocrite. I won't be wrong with you. This is not a conspiracy stream. I would have put this as a conspiracy stream. You guys are turning it into a conspiracy stream. Stop it. Get some help. I need more questions, God damn it! I need more questions. Otherwise, there's going to be dead air. If I don't get my questions, I'm gonna run out of things to say. Everybody knows this. United. Everybody knows I'm a United fan. Everybody knows this. If you've not seen me and Wosley fight on Twitter, then I don't know. Look, Champions League was Champions League. Anyway, that was for Woz. If he sees this, everyone tell him that I dissed Arsenal. Tell him that Arsenal is shit and not in the Champions League. United are. So. You going? What's heart progress, Zio? I don't know what that is. You've got. You can't assume I know everything and everyone. Andy Woski, I don't think he likes me. I've talked to him a few times, briefly in Skype chats. I don't think he'll want me on his stream. Because he's inviting all these other people, but I've never been asked. Why do people call me handsome? I wish I knew. I asked that question. I do read. I just read stuff. Anything that's not romance or shitty teen stuff. Who isn't worried, Cujo? Everybody's worried. I'm worried more about the reaction to another attack, because it's just going to be shit. You just know it. Liverpool is not the best. That's why they have a trophyless season. Well, yeah, okay. Well, if someone can lead me to either a website or a YouTube channel, I might check out Heart Progress. I don't know who they are. What happened to Josh? I don't bloody know. I assume he's in his ministry doing what he does best. Snake oil. I don't think Andy got owned by Teal'c. I think Teal'c came across as very petty. But that's what he does when he does that shit. I am single. And no, the girls are not after me. I mean, I don't... I'm going to be honest. I'm not a pussy magnet. But at least I'm honest about it. I'm okay with that. I don't mind. Sometimes I get lucky. Other times I am unlucky. Plus, I wouldn't tell you guys even if I had a girlfriend or not. There's some things that should remain private. I'm not going to be one of those... Well, I'll try not to anyway. To be one of those YouTubers who like just puts the girlfriend in videos. It's like, it's cringe. It's really cringe. I don't want to do that. You fought in the Twin Towers. Is that an LTR reference? Thanks, Puppy Hater. It was a long time coming. We had another video planned, but that never happened. But we got this one done, and I'm very pleased with it. I think I had to, although we did nearly release it without me putting in the screenshots of the article, so I had to edit that. If there was a cure for autism, I'd be drowning in pussy. I doubt it. I really doubt it. And that's not shots fired at Kraut. I know he did that video, but like, he's not the only YouTuber who's ever done it. If I had a girlfriend, I'd make sure that she's not really into this whole thing. How big is my dick? That's for me to know and you to find out, Timmy. Yeah, exactly. I used to watch Teal'c a lot until he became that smug, self-superior, whiny manlet. And I am a whiny man. Well, I'm not a manlet. I'm 5'8.5", but you know, I bet if I met Teal'c in real life, he'd be like, "There's me, and that's him." He'll be half the size of me. I don't have swank hair. It's just slicked back. There's nothing interesting about my hair. I'm not married. I don't want to get married. I made a decision not to get married ages ago, and not MGTOW. Anything to do with that. I didn't even know MGTOW existed when I decided marriage. Who needs that? I just want someone to spend my time with forever. You know, just I don't know. You don't need to get married. I mean, yeah, enjoy life, right? Although although I've not got long until 30, I've got 6 years to go, and soon in November. So yeah. Someone said that Kraut's girlfriend is a turf, but she's clearly... I don't know where they got that from. Sargon is taller than me, QWERTY. He's 5'9", so... Although he does look taller, and a lot of people say that I look taller than I actually am, but I don't know. Is she? Is she actually a feminist? I heard that, but... I asked him though, like, is your new girlfriend crazy? Because the last one was a bit nuts. And he was like, no, she's fine. I never said it was a trap. I just said it's not necessary. I mean, it isn't. Well, it is a trap for a lot of men, but for some men it isn't. But apart from that, like, it's not necessary in the modern world. I'm not 30 yet. Did she? Oh my god. Holy shit, she is a turf. Oh my god. But none of my business. It's none of my business. It's not really. It's not really any of my business, I guess. I don't know. As long as they're happy, right? As long as they're happy. Who knows? Maybe she's willing to get red pilled. I don't know. But isn't that just funny? Trans women are invading women's spaces, like, you know. Well, it's like they can't get a break, can they? Those girls, they can't get a break. People like Blair White, can't, leave them alone. Let them live their lives. Is it that hard to do? Is it really that hard, guys? We're British people just like short in many ways. Like, the average height has only recently just increased to 5'10", and when I was 16, it was 5'9". I was on my way to there and I failed. Although I grew a bit during uni though. Take what you can get. I don't know. I actually wouldn't marry. I wouldn't get with a feminist. I wouldn't. I've had sex with a few, but I would never. You know. Anyway, what? Oh, excuse me. Fuck, marry, kill, Anita Sarkeesian, Trigglypuff for shoe on head. That's easy. 5'8" is average in the US. You've got to be taller than that. Anyway, fuck, marry, kill, Anita, Triggly, shoe. Okay, I need to think about this. Well, okay, it's easy. It's easy. Kill Trigglypuff, fuck Anita, marry shoe. There we go. Easy. I can't wait to see how many trans women show up to the women's only showing of Wonder Woman. I can't believe that thing's actually happening. Isn't that illegal, apparently? I heard that's illegal. They're not allowed to do that. But they're getting away with it because social justice. The red pill. Why would 6 foot be shit? 6 foot's like, you're tall, but you're not too tall, but you're not too small either. But you're not average height either. Non-binary. Wait, do you mean gender neutral toilets? I don't care about that. My old union used to have one, but I think nobody used it. So when they designed the new union, they just got rid of it. It was already there by the time I was there, and nobody used it. I remember the water tins like shit, because I wasn't used to it, and I never went in again. Like I went to the men's. I don't know. She's not even the tallest. I've met Sir Sick. He would be much taller than her. She's not that tall. Like, come on. Let's have a look. 5'11". Come on. I've met girls taller than her. I know someone who is 6 foot. And Sir Sick is like at least 6 inches taller than her. Sir Sick is miles bigger than anybody. It was miles bigger than anybody in that pub. It was mad. His girlfriend's tiny. He's so cute. They rolled back on excluding men for the Wonder Woman screening. Yeah, good. Wonder Woman was made popular by men, for men. So like, it's funny that all of a sudden it's now this big female thing. It never was, and she never will be. Like, it's ridiculous. Girls don't tend to read those comics. Like, they just don't. Everybody knows that. Oh, well done, S-Man. But I don't want them to block me. Bearing Cat probably doesn't have hair. That's probably why he's calling me a diva. Yeah, for women, anything above 5'5" is tall. That's what's so funny about it. It's super weird when I find men smaller than me. And the thing is, it's much more common than I think, even though I don't want it to be that common. 6'5" trans guy. Well, at least it's not Cat Black. Oh, she's 5'11", but she looks tiny. There's no way she's 5'11". I don't buy that. I don't. Favorite comic. I don't know. I don't really have one. I don't really have one. I don't really read them much myself. I do have comics. I like the Deadpool stuff though. I don't have a favorite comic, but I read what I can find. You know. That's what I try to do. So. Anyway, I've got a target for this year. 10,000 subs. Can I reach it? We're now what? Nearly halfway through the year. Is it possible to get 10,000 subs in 6 months? Let's see. 8.8 thousand. 8,800. I'd need 1,000. I would need a couple thousand more subs. I think that is doable if I get good audience retention, which hasn't been very good recently. No, not Russian Deadpool. Deadpool. Come on, let's not tarnish the good name of Deadpool. Paper Girls. You know, well, actually, now that I think about it, I would tell people I have a girlfriend, but I would never put her on my channel. In fact, I wouldn't even put any of my family or friends on my channel unless they asked me to. Mancunian, Tablecon. Mancunian. It's not Manchesterian, it's Mancunian. There's no such thing as a Manchesterian. Alright? Cujo 4.8k is bigger than most people. He is sub to me. Last I checked, logicked. I think he is. But I don't know if he's ever talked to me, so I don't know. Let me check. Is he still subbed? I think he is. I have no idea. Like, I've even saw that Wizard of Cars must have been unsubbed by YouTube because he's back subscribed to me. I don't know. Interesting. Oh yeah, he is still subbed. Yeah. Maybe not a collab, but maybe I don't know. A guest video. I could do that for him. Who knows? Apperbend. I might consider working with Apperbend, but I don't know what we do. And to be honest, I need a new avatar, man. Because there's all these people with avatars who don't show the face, and I feel really bad when I show my face. It doesn't look right with the videos, so I need a new avatar. I need someone to. I am gonna get one actually. I'm gonna like pay for a commission by Mai Dominguez to get me one done. So I just did, and also one of them. I've also talked to her about maybe getting some kind of T-shirt done. Like I don't know what, but I'm gonna try it. But I don't have many memes to think of. Like, I've got ideas, but I don't know. How the hell did he get to 10k? Like, seriously, in like a couple months ago, he was like well smaller than me, and now he's 10k. Like, what do I do? How do I catch up to that? But the thing is, I'm not an ass kisser, so I don't want to do that. When I want to collab with someone, I collab them because I know them and I like them and they like me and know me. But I don't know. Oh, thanks, Zio. Tweet me, DM me if you're on Twitter. But like, oh come on, Cujo, come on. What is it with the haters of that song? Like, do you want me to use Michael Jackson's original and get a copyright strike? Do you really want that? Dick sucking does work, but I'm not a dick sucker, so. Like, when I asked Sugar Tits to collab, it was because I knew that she was my friend and we can do that. I don't know. Aiden, you're late. God damn it. White YouTuber is garbage. He would agree with you. I tried to do a competition a while back, QWERTY, but nobody, only one person gave me a screen, like a Photoshop thing. It didn't work. But then again, I think I only had a few thousand subs. But, you know. Dick pics at 10k. No way. Ah. I still want to do response videos, but what am I going to respond to? That's the thing, because no, I am not using This Charming Man. Trust me, right? When Red Robot did my original intro, the actual prototype of that had This Charming Man, and it sounded awful. It looked awful. No offense to Red Robot in any way, because the second one he did with the medieval music was so much better. Like, This Charming Man does not work as an intro music at all. It doesn't. There's much better Smiths songs than that. And to be honest, I'm not even that much of a Smiths fan. I like some albums. I don't mind Morrissey, but I got that username because it was, to me, catchy. And plus, it used to be Charmless Man, because I'm much more of a Blur fan than I am a Smiths fan. But I got told to change it because Charming Man would look better. Yeah, I know drama works, but I don't want to for a bit. I want a break. I'm over-dramaed, or I'm over-dramaed. Plus, the problem with drama, most of the people who sub to you after you make a drama video don't watch your videos. They watch that video, they give you a sub, and then they never come back. At least that's what I think happened, because I've had quite a lot of successful-ish videos, and they don't. You know, they got me a lot of subs, they got me a lot of views, but I think most of those people didn't come back. But that's the thing with everybody, and everybody has subs that don't come back. So yeah, Morrissey's mental and a hardcore vegan, but sometimes he's bang on point. The Smiths, I won't say they're overrated, but they're not like that good. I don't know. New Order are better. They're underrated, actually. Joy Division are the overrated ones, and I used to love Joy Division. It got ruined. Indeed, I'm trying to give it 2 weeks. I tried last week to do 1 week and failed, but I'm doing all right. Oh yeah, my hell's full of blackjack and hookers. Well, yeah, I know what happens, Belgian. I know what happens, but you know what I mean. And plus, what I usually cover, I would never have made a video on Thunderfoot and Sargon anyway, because that's just bullshit. Like, unless Sargon, like, something happened to him on YouTube, like, he's already been doxxed, and that was before I started making videos. But if somebody got doxxed, like Netscape, or people started trolling widowers and things like that, yeah, Love for Test Part's alright. The live version's better, but oh yeah, you know, I'm not saying everybody doesn't come back, but you know. God, the Jenny Skeptic drama, bloody hell. See, the reason why I did that was because she was actually almost defaming him, almost slandering him, and I thought that was worth covering. Like, to be honest, I would have done the Nightmare Fuel thing, maybe a couple of weeks back, maybe, but like, there was no need. Like, you know, Mr. Dapperton, I think he had all his points covered. No, I don't need to do a hit piece on Dapperton. I've no beef with him. I got beef with Reese, but you know, I don't need to do it. I don't need to do shit on Reese, because Reese already got pwned by Dapperton. So yeah, it's funny that a lot of all the fanboys were like, wait, I think they wanted me to make a video. So whenever I commented on his Dapperton's videos or liked them, they all like came up and were like, rah, 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 rah. Dapperton a rapist. Well, I don't want to go the drama alert road. I don't like Keemstar. And I hate fucking... What's the other one? What's he called? Fucking Scarce. He gets everything wrong. Fabricate Beef. What, like that guy with the glasses and Angry Video Game Nerd? I've already got that with Woz. Woz and me do that on a daily basis. oh, Reese is dishonest and disingenuous, and he couldn't. And when he responded to me, he couldn't respond to the actual thing that the video was about. He was dishonest. Kind heathen. I don't know who that is. It's okay, guys. I got who it was. It's scarce. Alright, link me, Zio. Link me. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. The Donkula. Actually, I'd make a video response with Dankula. I mean, a video collab, sorry. But I don't know if Count Dankula knows me. Oh, cisphobia. I know what you did there. Search who? Who am I searching? Kind heathen? I don't remember him. Maybe I do, but Dick Keem. See, I you know what? I remember. How does Failure get all these people? He's had Keemstar on there, and like Failure accomplishes tiny. Well, I mean, he used to have more subs until he got terminated. Xiaomi. Don't, no need to. But anyway, how does he get all these big people on? Yet he can't get me on. He said to me, we haven't streamed for a while, and I'm like, yeah, we haven't. And then he got into that like drama with Liz Reptile and forgot to invite me to a stream. And I don't need to do a hit piece on Dreamy. Dreamy's my friend. And no, she's not hypocrite. She's not a Nazi. She's not. You need to watch. I'll just send you the video. Hang on. And besides, I don't do hit pieces. To me, hit pieces are like... That implies there's some level of dishonesty. Like, you're just trying to attack the character rather than what the person's doing. I don't know. If it's one thing I try to do with those drama videos, it's to highlight bad actions. One of the reasons why Ralph doesn't like me is because I exposed his bad actions, but, you know. Here's the video, hypocrite. You need to check that out. She explains everything. I mean, I could be wrong, and I hate saying... Jokey with what? What? How can I tell with fucking text speech, hypocrite? You know what I didn't? I wouldn't be surprised with that. But I like the bigger streams. I like the bigger ones. Big is good. I don't know. Oh, that sounds wrong. Yeah, scatter play. Ugh, Fox from the West. Ugh. He was trying to get me to debate him because I mentioned him in a video. You know, as an example. I didn't... And he was like, oh, you must have beef with me. I'm like, no, I don't necessarily have beef with you. You were an example of a group of YouTubers. All right, guy? All right? He just... Because, like, all he would have done, as he did with that, would have made it all about himself. And if I wanted to hear him talk about himself, I would have simply watched one of his videos. But I don't want to do that. All the bad mans is the right way. Favourite Tupac song? Sorry, I'm going to have to go... Poser and say changes. Changes, sorry. Failure booked you and then bummed you. Yeah. Yeah, I expect that in real life as much as I expect that kind of thing from on the internet. People want you to do things with them. They want to invite you to things, but in the end, sometimes they just don't bother with you. Does it really matter if he's obese? Quite a few people on YouTube are obese. Boogie! Boogie! You know. Oh, you know what? I never thought about it that way, Heather. I just think it's a matter of public interest to expose doxers and paedophiles and fucking... Actually, no. Yeah, paedophiles, but like... Then again, that's kind of vigilantism, isn't it? Maybe I shouldn't do... I will do vids on Islam, but it's about trying to find the right video and the right event to cover. Maybe. I don't know. But other people do it. I'm more interested in doing more videos on current events or just stuff that's happening. Like today, I was going to do a video on the Far Cry 5 stupid petition that's obviously fake. I don't care about Snoop Dogg touring the UK. Like, he's done it before. He's done it loads of times before. I like Snoop, but I wouldn't see him live, especially now. Maybe if I was alive in 1994, but I was 1 year old. But maybe in the 90s I would have watched him. But like, I won't watch him now. He's old and past it. I'm alright, thanks. He got a gastric bypass. Jesus. Tupac or Biggie? Biggie. I think Biggie's sound was harder. Tupac's sound wasn't as hard for me. Although I prefer rappers with really good flow. Like technical ability and stuff like that. So, Eminem's pretty good at that. Kendrick, or even just a good voice, like Chuck D. Chuck D has a great voice. Snow. I very nearly saw Shaggy once at a festival, but I missed it. No, I wouldn't go see Snow. I don't get why people think he's a nice guy either. I don't buy it. And also, he seems to blame all of his problems on other things. He's your textbook snowflake. Like it's pretty clear not all of his problems are down to these outside factors. Otherwise, you would see him try to change. Exactly, Aiden. He might seriously die and he doesn't give a shit because he thinks he's alright. I mean, I think a red flag would have been for some people when he responded to Nicole Arber's Dear Fat People video. Like, he got really upset over that, even though what she said wasn't that bad. Tupac left me flat. Tupac left me feeling, come on, you can do better. When he no longer uploads. Who cares if he likes Nickelback? I know a few Nickelback fans, even though Nickelback is shit. God, Canada. It's the same country that gave us Rush, but it's also the same country that gave us Nickelback. Vanilla Ice just... Oh my god. Anyway, Vanilla Ice never made a rap about cellos being woodwind instruments like Lil Yachty just did. Oh my god. A musician, right? He's a musician who doesn't know that a cello is a stringed instrument. He said it sounded good though, right? It's like, no, he didn't. This is why UK rap is so much better. You wouldn't get Wiley or Skepta or The Streets or anybody like that making lyrics like that because they're not stupid. Ninja rap isn't nonsense. Go Ninja, go. He has a movie? Oh my god, that's gotta be shit. MC Devo. MF Doom's pretty good. Death Grips are better though. I think I prefer Death Grips to MF Doom. He's British though. MF Doom is one of us. Although he's from London. All the rappers are from London, which is the most disappointing thing about British rap. They're all from fucking London. Or if they're not from London, they pretend to be from London. Like, why the hell would you want to pretend to be from London? I'm talking about The Streets here. The Streets, he's from Birmingham and he's middle class and he pretends to be some working class Cockney from like Bethnal Green or like Tottenham, something like that. Stop it. Get some help, guys. Be proud of where you're actually from. Like, that's the problem with British rap. It's too southernized. There's not enough northerners. There's not enough Roots is good. Roots is old school, like really old. But like I've seen northern rappers and they're pretty good, but they never seem to make it. And then there's hardly any Scottish rappers or even there were Welsh rappers, but they were really cringy. I'm not going to get into them. I think it was Blazer Squad. They might have been English, but they could have been Welsh. Gale Force 3. That sounds like a very old rap group from the 90s. It sounds like that. There was a London Posse who released a song called How's Life in London, and it's like 93, and it's weird. They're doing it in their own accents, but the way they rap, the flow is entirely like New York American, and it sounds weird. It's so weird. I can't listen to it. I'm planning on going on holiday at some point next year, so let's see what happens, guys. A shook one. I don't know what Goldie Looking Chain. That's it. I remember them. Oh my god! But they were the comedy group, so I guess the cringe is on purpose. Never heard of Skinny Man. Far Cry 5 will come and go. Like the social justicey side really wants to make it out to be the gamers are offended, but it's not the gamers that are offended. And actually, some of the subs were right in that video. It isn't actually... They aren't actually a white supremacist group. They're a messianic cult, aren't they? Because there's a black guy in the Final Supper like cover, so they're obviously not racists. That's not Australian Wrath. That's London. That's Cockney. That's not Australian. I don't, and you know all the big rappers are from like a small area in London. Grime is a genre. In fact, I've noticed a lot of British grime fans are very, very particular with grime. Well, they're saying it's not the same as hip hop, completely different genre. It's not the same, and it's like, well, you wouldn't be rapping if it weren't for hip hop. All right, I mean, maybe they'd be toasting because of the Caribbean influence, but most of the grime community aren't Caribbean; they're African. So I don't get that. I think they're trying to just be different from the Americans, and I appreciate that, I guess. But come on, they're ignoring all the influences. Where's that guy T? He's not been in the stream yet. What's this on? Wait, what? What's all this? Oh, right. It was about something. I'm alright. Because, I don't know. Jimmy Savile created that style, I guess. Yeah, Cockney. Yeah. Ugh. I like Skepta and Wiley and Dizzy Rascal and all those guys, but there's hardly any northern rappers, and I don't get it. And like, there's hardly any. You know what? My city has a pretty proud musical heritage, but we've not produced a decent band, in my opinion, since Oasis, and even then Oasis were the worst of like all the classic Manc bands. Like, you go from 10cc, the Bee Gees, Joy Division, New Order, the Smiths, the Stone Roses to Oasis, and it's like, why? Oh, and Graham Nash. You can't forget the Hollies and Graham Nash. Grime isn't garbage. Grime is great. Grime is amazing, but that's my opinion. He ain't a crook, son. He's just a shook one. Okay. Everyone cheats at Scrabble, yeah. Scrabble is Scrabble is Scrabble. Scrabble's great. Oh, puppy, too soon. Well, it's not really too soon, it's been years. It's filled with white A. That joke fell flat, HM Footprints. That really just didn't work. Exactly, QWERTY. Anyway, so I need more like questions. More questions, people. Also, here's something interesting. Like when me and here's an interesting thing about YouTube. If anyone wants to know, audience retention is key. Audience retention is key. Like, I've noticed a lot of people who are smaller, or at least a similar size, seem to get more than, say, what it should be for them. Like, you're supposed to get about 10% on average, you're supposed to get about 10% of your audience to come back to your videos or something like that for normal, consistent growth. But other people just go way above that, and they've only got like 6,000, 7,000 subs, and they get like 400 subs in an hour. I mean, it's 400 views in an hour. That's mad. What age should I pop my cherry? Well, men don't have cherries, but I will indulge it. 20. I was 20. Traps are well gay. Everybody knows I think traps are gay. Traps are totally gay. It's a penis, man. Come on. If it's got a penis, it's gay. Also, I don't agree with the Schrodinger's cat theory from Apperbend. I disagree with him. He put me in his video as well. Like I said, is lowly traps or something. I can't remember what I said. No, Mike, the Spice Girls are not from Manchester. Go look it up. Go look it up. They're not from Manchester. None of them are from Manchester. David Beckham wasn't even from Manchester. You know, he played here. There is no chance for Corbyn. Everybody knows that. He's not going to win. He's not going to pull a Macron. He's going to lose. He's going to retire. He's going to resign. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even get my views from non-subs. If I had views from non-subs, I'd probably have a little bit more. I don't know. Oh, people are going to say I'm complaining. I'm not complaining, I'm just curious. What's more gay? Fucking a man who looks like a woman, or a woman who looks like a man? Well, they're all men, so it doesn't make it much of a difference, right? I'm sub to your wife. Which one would I bang? I wouldn't bang Posh. I like ska and reggae. Reggae's better than ska. And I think anybody should be able to make whatever music they want. To be honest, I don't think he hates me. I was joking. But I remember he was really like trying to roast me on Skype once. It was weird. Hey, Carlos. Which is well weird. I'm just, you know what? What I'm worried about is is becoming like a Light Thunderfoot or a Spy, or any of those people really. Like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be someone who regresses. He starts off really well. Everybody likes him, or I don't know, maybe dislikes him but respects them grudgingly, and then loses it all. Just like throws it all away because of some dumb thing. I don't know. I don't want to be like that. I'm always worried when that's going to happen to me. Because it is going to happen. Ugh. It's going to happen eventually. Actually, I do like Sporty Spice. She's hot. Nah, she's too skinny for me, I hypocrite. Why would you feel inadequate? I popped it late. Tommy Robinson, I don't understand how someone like him, who isn't that smart, has somehow become I need to rephrase that. How someone that isn't that smart, like Tommy Robinson, suddenly becomes that big? Like, he really isn't that smart. And there are other people who say it much smarter than he does, and actually have more just like. He left the EDL in such a stupid way. Yeah, I have strong morals and conviction, and I'm misrepresented, and I'm trying to fight a good cause. But he's still stupid, and he's terrible at PR, and how he didn't notice the EDL was as bad as it was, I don't know. If from the beginning it was doomed to fail, but I don't know. Your plans to start off shit slowly get less shitty. That's how everybody starts off. No, we won't have a civil war. That's not going to happen. That is very, 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 very unlikely. What I do foresee, and it's going to happen, it's already happening in the US, is essentially gangland style violence between different political parties and different political groups. It's already in like Antifa. I will be seeing most of like Antifa and other far left and then far right groups fighting each other in the streets. I can see that. I've seen a bit of his Oxford speech. It's all right, but yeah. He read books. I've read books, and he also writes books. But I bet he has a ghostwriter. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't really trust him as well, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a civil war. If there was going to be a civil war, it would again have to be between monarchists and Republicans. That really, well, parliamentarians. But and we've already had our civil war. We won't have another one. The EDL failed because they were far right. They went far right, and they lost Tommy, I guess, as well, because he was the one that brought them all together in many ways. And they splintered. They splintered into, I think Britain First was born out of that. I don't know. Can't remember. What's he like? Yeah, see, he does lie. So, also, when he was in Manchester, I swear I used to live near that mosque he was reporting from. That is exactly the same one. And when I used to live there, it wasn't what you think it is. It's like the mosque is there, but there's like loads of other ethnicities living around there. So there was me, my mum, and my sister. We lived there. And then there was a white family. Well, actually, another mixed race family next to us. Then we had, actually, I don't know, were they roommates? We had black roommates living next to us. Who were like, one of them was a taxi driver, nice guy. One of the cutest dogs you'll ever see as well. He had like a cute dog. And then, like, there were some Asian families as well. And then white families. It's like, I think the mosque was just there because that's where they wanted to build it. But I don't think that's where most of the Muslim community lives in Old Trafford. I think that's where he was. How many years ago did I live there? Oh, God. It would be about 10 years ago today, I think. 10 years ago. I used to live there. But I lived in Old Trafford before that as well, but I briefly lived somewhere else. No, you're talking about the one from Didsbury, Aiden. That's in Didsbury. That's a completely different area. I'm talking about Old Trafford. He was in a place where there was a mosque built already. There's another one actually as well, not too far away from that, but that one very nearly didn't get built because they ran out of funding, but that's all I know. But again, I had no issues over there. Everyone kept to themselves. Like, you'd walk down the street, nobody would bother you. Although once I had an older man who was a Muslim approach me and speak in Arabic because he thought I was Asian, but I'm not. But he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't being aggressive. I think he was trying to talk to me, but I just didn't understand what he was saying. Old people, right? Old people. You know what they're like. So, no, I don't think it has gotten worse. I've been down there several times, and it's exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Like the old takeaway is as big as it ever was before. Like, I've heard nothing from that area. Because remember, Old Trafford isn't segregated. Although, strangely enough, they do seem to... the schools aren't segregated, but they all seem to pick one school that they all want to go to, and that's the school that I went to. But, and then there's like 2 or 3 other primary schools, and they're completely different. But other than that, like, no, they're really... I didn't experience much racism there, or religious bigotry, or anything. It's mainly gang stuff, but even then, that's very rare. So, I don't know. Hopefully, it's not gotten worse. I've not heard anything. Although, I did hear, as you probably saw in my video about the bombing, the only time we've heard anything like terrorism from that area was 2 guys who, after they left Manchester, became radicalised at uni. So, and then they went to fight for ISIS and got shot and killed or blown up. And I went to school with them. But they wouldn't have been like that at school. They would have been just kids. I don't know. Old Trafford's just it's not like that. If you keep to yourself, you'll be fine. If you anger people through any means, through some way, you're gonna fucking get it. You know, you're gonna get shit. All right, you chat shit, you get banged. Right, that's how it works. In Didsbury though, that mosque was an issue though. In Didsbury, and Didsbury is a middle class area. Was it in Didsbury? Was it Fallowfield? Yeah, it was Didsbury. That is that's in the middle class, mostly white area. Like I didn't even know that there was a mosque there. I didn't know that was a mosque. I thought that was a church or like just some place people go. I had no idea, because the only people I know from there are white. It's weird. What were they doing there? Like Rusholme isn't far away, but then again, maybe that's where their local mosque is. I don't know. And there was like arrests in Rusholme, and like Rusholme is the Curry Mile, the world famous Curry Mile, where everybody goes to get like a piece of Middle Eastern or Indian culture. So like, what the hell's going on? 16 were arrested, 2 got released without charge. So 2 of them were innocent, or at least there was no evidence linking them to anything. 14 are still arrested, but I've not heard anything yet. Yeah, Didsbury. Why Didsbury of all places? Why that place? And in Old Trafford you hear nothing. Like, is it me, or is it because in Old Trafford they're working class, so they don't really have, you know, maybe radical Islam isn't really much of a thing for them? I don't know. Because there is mostly the middle class ones, isn't it, who tend to become terrorists rather than the working class ones. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Intersectional Islam. Isn't that already a thing? Feminist ones? I don't know. Yeah, Davy Hume. Yeah, I was born there. You can probably work out what that hospital is. I know, but again, I never experienced that shit when I was growing up. I had a lot of my friends were Asian and white and black and like in all sorts. So I don't know what's happening. That made me think that, you know, everything was fine. But then when you go outside of that little area and into the bigger, wider world, you realise that, yeah, not everybody gets along. Was he in contempt of court? Yeah, technically. Well, no, not really. If they released him, then he obviously wasn't. I mean, he was on the grounds, and if I read correctly, that is illegal. But obviously, they let him go because no members of staff were being filmed. But people forget, and I think people were being dishonest. Like Black Pigeon speaks in the video on that, and he referenced the 1925 piece of legislation, but ignored that we also added to that over the decades as technology increased other stuff. So in 1985, was it? No. Yeah, in either 85, 86, Thatcher introduced videography. You know, if you videotape yourself if you videotape the grounds and people in there, that's illegal. So he used his phone, which is a camera as well, and yeah, I guess, or was he shouting at him while he was filming himself? Well, then he has no one to blame but himself, and he's lucky he got out, to be honest. He's lucky they let him go. And that's only because they probably got a lot of backlash. I don't know. I don't think you necessarily have to be intelligent. Hey, boss. If he was calling them pedos, and if that's true, then no wonder he got arrested. Like, you can get arrested for swearing at the cops here, you know? He should know that. This is a guy who's been arrested so many times, and he's stupid enough to do that shit. This is why I wonder why. People say he's smarter than he actually is, but then he does shit like that, and it's like, come on. Come on. Stop it. Get some help. But yeah, he technically would have been, I guess, because of the 1985 amendment. Or 86. So yeah, I guess he would have been. And people were ignoring that. People kept citing the 1925 original. but they fail to take into account that we've updated it, and they're probably going to update it again either this decade or next to include more modern recording devices. But I don't know. I mean, they had some grounds, but I don't think they should have really done anything if he wasn't. Yeah, Halal Kebab House. Yummy. Maybe, Craig, maybe. Situation individual. Sean and Jen is actually more dishonest. There is no contest, hypocrite. What are you trying to pull with me? What are you trying to pull? Crown T is not intellectually dishonest or disingenuous, what have you. Sean and Jen, obviously. Like the way he just passively said, oh look, all these crimes are accidents. Yet when you actually read the actual news stories and the police reports, they weren't all accidents, were they? Anyway, has anyone actually seen Jen or heard Jen's voice? Does Jen exist? Can anyone tell me this? Because I'm confused. I don't know. Also, people, if you see the Salon thing about Sergeant Pepper, don't give them the clicks. Don't do it. It's obviously clickbait. Did he? Saiten didn't put me in one of his videos. I would have known that. Somebody would have told me. And I would have watched it. And now I need to go find this. Okay, people, we're going to find this. I have never seen myself in any of Saiten Atheist's videos. And why would he? He doesn't know me. I don't know him. I'm not that famous. I watched all his videos and I've never seen it once. Or maybe I just don't remember, but I've not seen it. When I'm punching that. It could have been any one of these. I don't know. I can't find it. Sean is Jen. Yeah, but I've never even seen Jen. Where is Jen? Well, Computing Forever spurgs out. The Sargonism thing, that was the most spurgiest thing I've ever seen. That was literally spurging out in the extreme. That's 100% full spurg out. You don't do that. If Salon can try and ruin it, but people are waking up, so I guess we'll be alright. Jenny's under the patio. Crowder spurged out before. I think he, maybe, I'll give you that. I like the guy. He's a good friend of mine. But I can still say, I think he was wrong on Milo. I think he was wrong on that. I think he should probably look back on that and think, did I morally grandstand there? And I think he did. And I hated how people were, well, in many ways, Furious Fossa was bloody trotting himself out anyway. But the way they used Furious Fossa, I just didn't like that. It wasn't his best video. That was one of his worst videos ever. He apologised because he was utterly wrong. Dr. Lehman pwned him so much because it showed he didn't actually know much about what he was talking about. Yeah, Marxist Sargonism. Marxist Sargonism. Oh my god. Computing Forever. Jesus. People do make mistakes. I don't think he has mental breakdowns. I think he just gets passionate about things. That's probably why he's good friends with Naked Ape, because Naked Ape's another guy who's always passionate about things. Oh yeah, the Global Terrorism Index and Pew polls, yeah. I think that was the only thing Kraut was wrong about, and the way Furious Fossa just used himself, and the way they used him, I am a person who was a victim, blah 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 blah. I'm just oh, you fucking little, you tool. He's literally a tool. Oh my god. And then, of course, Fossa's one of the bloody regressives. the new regressives, innit? Is that what we should call that lot? The Spinos and shit, the new regressives? Because they're not quite SJWs, but they're almost there. I'm trying to think of things to call them so I can just have a shorthand thing. But like, yeah, of course he was one of them. And it was wrong. It put a bad taste in my mouth the way Furious Foster was used. I didn't like that. He is tribal. Computer Forever is a bit tribal. In fact, a lot of the right wing YouTubers tend to be quite tribal, but they're not as bad as the social justice warriors, because I think they only do it. They do it to point score. Like, they will just say the left to point score, and they know better. When they do it, they know better. But when the SJWs do it, that's just projection. Whiners, yeah. Anti-SJW plus. I don't know. None of it has a big ring to it. There's no ring to it. Anti-SJW plus? It's like the skeptic community. Skepticism as a community, what? And as Naked 8 said in his video, people who call themselves rationalists, they're not actually rationalists, they're empiricists. So we're going to be the empiricist community? I'm just wondering. I would not replace any of them, Cujo. That would be weird. And I don't know. I guess they're whiners. Also, did people hear about the rebrand? Spino was rebranded. He's rebranded. He's now called, get this, Alternative Facts. Facepalm, people. Press F for facepalm. Alternative Facts. But isn't that a term that means lies? And he doesn't want people to think he's a liar, but he's calling himself Alternative Facts. Yeah, it's boring, Jack. I don't think the right or the I think the far right are as bad as the SJWs, because the SJWs are far left. But I don't think people who are moderate right are worse than SJWs. They obviously are not. like these are the same people who would have agreed with me about that only a year ago, and then spurged out over Trump. Like, what has Trump done? God damn it, Trump. He is a mong. That's the joke about his channel. Yeah, it is lies. You see, the thing is, now that he's been exposed as a liar, it makes me wonder about some of the videos that he did back in the day, you know, responding to some of the MGTOWs and other people, like maybe he lied. Like, I remember he took a 2-minute clip from Coltane and ranted for about 30 minutes. And now that I think about that, I probably shouldn't have liked that. If I was to look at that, I might have a completely different idea of it. I mean, yeah, I've seen the logo. What is he playing at? He says he's trying to escape the drama, but he won't escape the drama. The drama will always follow him, or he will always follow the drama. I'm pretty sure he's also now involved with the whole 9/11 truther thing, right? The Kex and Lulz community. I like Noel. He's alright. Oh, God. It's kind of annoying, though. I have a feeling in the next couple of years it will be ERA, Furious Foster, fucking Fox from the West, Alternative Facts, and all those other people that will be the next big YouTube battle. It will be them. It's going to be, innit? Because they want to fight. So it's a fight they're going to get, right, guys? Yeah, the drama he created. Oh dear. Spino, what a fall. And it's all because of... It's all down to D. It's all down to D. And when she finally leaves Qatar, whenever they get off their asses and do something, I just have a sneaky feeling... Well, he didn't delete that. He says in the comment section of his video that he just unlisted them and they're going to be in a playlist. But you better watch the space, guys. Oh yeah, the Outspoken Realist, another one. He's even worse than they are. but only because he's the most stupid one. I say he's the most stupid one because, well, the atheist community was a community. To be fair, they were all atheists. They all did the same like stuff. They were all into the same stuff. I don't know. That guy T's video pretty much sums my thoughts on this whole matter. And then I don't know if he's still losing subs. I don't know. Even I lose subs. It's not like my channel's been doing well recently. I got told I've been going stale by a former patron who shall not be named. Maybe I have been. I don't know. I'll have to check Social Blade, but Social Blade is not accurate. It really isn't. Well, I remember it said that I was going to make 1,000 subs in 2016, but I actually made it like a day before New Year's Day. I just about made it. Oh god, I still can't believe I've got 8,000. I should be smaller. Delusional Realist channel. Well, that's the Outspoken Realist. Is he calling me a closeted... I'm not a closeted right-wing. I voted Labour in the last election. Fuck him. And I can prove it. I can prove I voted for them. World-renowned investigative reporting. I never claimed to do investigative reporting. I'm not a journalist. I make commentaries. Alright. Or when I'm lazy, I do other stuff. Hey, I didn't do the legwork for that shit. Other people did and told me, here's all the shit, and verified it for me, and I made the video to spread their research, to spread their stuff. All I did was put a spotlight on it as much as I could. And in fact, you know, I'm surprised that people didn't pick up on the thing that happened to Oz and Justin Templar. Why did it have to take 1 or 2 years? That really annoys me. I guess Social Blade is more accurate than YouTube statistics, but it's still not that accurate. I'm really annoyed that that stuff didn't become bigger, that those people weren't arrested. And it took Crow to finally get it the recognition it's deserved. I felt kind of vindicated by that video. I felt vindicated, like all that hard work, protecting my mates or protecting people that I don't like Dick Coughlin. I wish Kraut had used the stuff that I told him about, because I helped with the research. He asked me specifically, and I said, you need to use the Dick Coughlin stuff, but he didn't do it. He made 2 videos on me. I know he made 1 video about me. I am not on the right. He knows I'm not on the right. He's being a dishonest little cunt. And I might have to respond to that. Because this is what the fucking SJWs do. And then he barks at the idea that he's being called an SJW when he's not an SJW. You are an SJW. That's what they do. They call everybody they don't like right wing. I am not a closeted right winger. I've never voted for the right. I will never ever vote for the right because they don't represent my political beliefs. This is why I won't be voting for the Tories, and I won't vote for Corbyn because he doesn't really... I mean, he says some things that I agree with, but overall it's like, no, you're authoritarian, no thank you. And plus, national security wise, he won't do well at all. Like, he's willing to sell fucking British citizens down the drain in regards to the Falklands. Like, he's one of those people who wants to give it to the RGs because, like, oh, it's just close to them. Like, there's British citizens living there. Do you not think they have a right to determine who they want to be with? Yeah, I heard about Agent of Doubt, yeah. Nazi confirmed. You know what? Rather be a Nazi than the Outspoken Realist. Lady doth protest too much. Maybe I do. Maybe I do protest too much, and it's the Outspoken Realist. Fuck it, you know. He's an idiot. He's always been that way, though, so I'm not surprised he ended up the way he did. I don't know. Like, what? He wouldn't like it if I called him a communist, or, like, some other thing, and, like, he complains about the bloody drunken peasants, and, like, I still don't see what his criticisms are. Like, he says they're dishonest, but what are they dishonest about? I don't know. Yeah, don't worry. I can defend myself, Zio. It's coming. I'll do a video response to him at some point. Just not right now. I need to do other things. Well, well, the thing is, if you, I could do that, but I want it to be more of a patron thing. But none of my £10 patrons wanna. They don't really want to hang out with me in live streams for some reason. You know, that's one of the perks. In fact, I need to change some of the Patreon goals and maybe some of the perks to something a bit more relevant to my life at the moment. Like, especially the $100 goal. Like, that's pretty much I don't need that anymore because I've got this job, so I can actually afford a camera with 1 month's wages. So I need to update that, but I need to talk to my patrons and I need to talk to you guys as well, because you know, non-patrons should have a say in it as well. You know, what would you like to see? What would make you donate? You know, what would you like to see? Like, I can always show you guys my Patreon page in another, like, maybe an update stream, and you guys can like go through with me and we can, hey, maybe edit it as we go along. I don't know who was blocked. I don't think I've been blocked, but you know, I wouldn't mind being blocked. At least I don't have to hear him spurg out all the time. Speaking of Boogie, we were talking about Boogie2988, and Naked Ape literally just started trolling him. You guys need to see this. You need to see this. Hang on. You need to see this. Why didn't you pay? God, he's massive. Wow. That is... Jesus, I didn't realise how big he actually was. And Naked Ape's not a small guy either. At least that's what he told me. Why didn't you pay? Oh, God, that's funny. That's a good one. That is good. Well played, sir. Well played. Let's get the chat back on. Was that not funny, guys? I wonder what's going to happen. Is he going to respond? I'm going to read some of the comments out. This guy's like human Kool-Aid man. Lol. Indeed. Oh, someone said that. I don't mind you stealing my memes. Just answer your damn DM, you homosexual ape. Apparently he stole the meme, but I don't believe that. Not a lizard. Wait, I don't know if Godzilla reboot came out. Obamacare paid it for him. Naked 8 should make a video on Boogie2988. Good job. GG, man, indeed. GG, Naked 8. Hey, who wants Naked Ape on the stream? I'm not going to do it now, because I don't know if he's awake. But I've not seen him in ages. And he still talks to me sometimes. So let's get him on the stream sometime. I wanted him and Kraut and a few others once, but he never replied. Why is he abandoning me? So, yeah. It was sexy indeed, Heather. It was sexy. You know what's weird, though? To be honest, I don't blame him for blocking SDA. She's trouble, but whatever. Danny the Dingo? Jeff Holiday? And Bearing? Wait, why Danny the Dingo? I didn't know he was a YouTuber either, but we used to stream back in the day. He must miss me, right? He must miss his favourite left-wing, like, banter guy. I'd like to appear on the Western Front, but I don't know if I'm smart enough, to be honest. I don't know. There's a lot of places I'd like to appear on. I like to go on the YouTube Saints and other podcasts, but they all have this. Well, the American ones, they don't really want Brits in because of the time zone, and it's like, just why can't you get up later for us? Come on. Come on, you're the host, right? And I'm the guest. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, you know, if you want more British YouTubers on, get up later. We have to do that all the time. But yeah, I want to get Naked Ape on. I plan on getting Kraut on again at some point. I need to do more of those in conversation things. I need to plan them out and get them on in advance, and I don't know. I wanted to do a podcast for ages. I used to do a podcast back in the day, like a community one. I need to get somebody who I get along with, who have good chemistry with, and we can do a podcast together. But I don't know who, and all the people I would have done it with have probably already been taken. Personal videos and you'll donate. What do you mean by personal vids? Like vlogs, like I did with the YouTube meetup in Manchester. I could do that, but I don't know. I also forget that I've got a second channel. Maybe I can move all the drama videos there while I keep the main channel fresh. But then again, what's the point? Because the same people will watch that video and unsub, right? So I don't know. What's the point? That's a shit posting channel anyway, and I don't know. Bering isn't a right winger. I wouldn't even call him a left winger either. I don't think he cares so much about where he is on the spectrum. I think he's just an issues kind of guy. And I don't know Danny the Dingo. I know his name, and that's all I know. Subjects, definitely current events. If anything, at least it will get me actually reading the news properly. I do read the news, but not as much as I would like. At least this person will make me actually get out there and do some work. I have actually been getting research ready for a video on the Evergreen campus, Evergreen College. I'm going to do a video on that. I've got all the stuff ready. I'm going to do a video on the Manchester bombing a week on. That was going to be on Monday, but I was hungover, so that never happened. I've got to read all the stuff, watch all the videos, and then I'm going to do those 2 videos before work. And then after that, I'm going to continue doing these like V-style videos, like our stream, but I've got the stuff out like that. I found that they've been working really well, although the last one didn't do very well. No one was interested about the EU and the UK becoming draconian, so I don't know. I feel that's important. I feel criticising my own government I need to do, despite nobody being interested, because at least it keeps Tor and fucking Spino off my back as well. But yeah, like it'll be current events. I might get another Brit on to do it with me, but I don't know who. I don't think it would be as serious as the Western Front. I mean, I don't mind the Western Front so much, but sometimes they kind of go off topic and talk about weird, like Naked Ape especially. I love you, man, but you were going into these philosophical, mystical, like, maybe not rants, but like, what's the word? Stream of consciousness kind of thing. He would go on about people need this thing that they've lost, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But that's kind of what stopped me, because it happened every single episode. It happened every episode. That same rant would appear. So I'm just like, can we stick to the issues? And to be honest, there wasn't an awful lot of disagreement between the two, because I think they're too close to the centre than they actually think they are. So there wasn't an awful lot of disagreement. Then again, I've not watched it for a while, so I might be wrong. But from the 2 episodes that I saw, they tended to agree more than they disagreed. But eventually we'll probably see some pretty good debates, hopefully. But I like what they've got going. It looks interesting. It's an interesting podcast. Yeah, it is. I guess but he wasn't really ranting. Because to me, a rant is more aggressive, while he was more just kind of just pontificating, but not in a bad way. I can't think of the word. Yeah, I'm using OBS again. XSplit wants me to spend my money, and I'm like, no, I'm not spending my money. It doesn't matter, guys. I think you get the point I'm trying to make. But yeah. But I don't have a name. I'm shit with names. The Western Front is a damn good name, isn't it? It's a fucking great name. The Western Front. That's such a good name. why didn't I think of that? Hi, Eldritch. Yeah, yeah. I do need someone a bit different, but I don't know. I don't know who. And who would do such a thing with me? I've I've been trying to get people to collab with me apart from Sugar Tits for quite a while, and like not many of them happen. Skeppy's very awkward socially. She told me she'd much rather watch them. Like I've asked her to, but she's like she'd rather just watch them. But who knows? Maybe she will eventually. I plan on getting Skeppy on. I'm gonna convince her. Don't worry, Bouse. You will be convinced. But who would? But the thing is, I need chemistry. I need somebody with chemistry. You know, someone to bounce off back and forth with. Like, I don't want it to be dead serious. I do want us to banter. Like, I do want some banter. I want some jokes, along with the criticism. I like that blend. That's what I do. That's what I try to do in most of my videos. I try to do. I guess you would call it satire, wouldn't you? But I don't know. I'm not really trying to satirize anything. So you have to be like that. We poke fun while criticizing the points as well. So I can't think of anyone. I don't know what an LUT is, but you know, I don't know. Skeppy thinks she can. I think she can. I agree with you, but you know, but who would I bring on? Like, who should I bring on for a potential podcast? Who's different to me? I don't know. But I've got to know them, Eldritch. That's the thing. I've got to know these people. And I've got to know that I've got a chemistry with them. Like, Wasley would be somebody, but as people say, we don't disagree on an awful lot of stuff. So, even though we'd have the chemistry, we wouldn't disagree on an awful lot of stuff. Cog and I, again, don't disagree on an awful lot. We're both on the same spectrum, so... We don't actually have the same accent. I have a much more... southern, well, actually no, he's from South Manchester, but I don't have his accent, he doesn't have mine, so it would be interesting. But again, people want different opinions. They want a lefty and a righty, don't they, rather than two lefties or two righties. Although I do believe that two lefties can actually... I wouldn't do it with you, I hypocrite. I wouldn't do it with you, but I'll think of someone. I'll meet somebody. We'll have a good time. Get to know each other, and then see what happens. Though I don't know if we'd ever have guests on. Actually, maybe two left wingers or hypotheticals. Maybe a podcast with two left wingers or two right wingers can work, because all the podcasts that I see with a lefty and a righty, they always end up agreeing with each other for whatever reason. So again, people want this disagreement that never happens. So, you know. You know what? At this point, I don't think it matters, Eldritch. Like the YouTube Saints, they work very well together. They're both lefties. Wizard and thingy Jeff. So it doesn't really matter as long as they're not crazy and I know them and I have a chemistry with them. Blah 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 Labour. Like, I don't like Labour anymore. Your joke is so bad. No, I mean seriously. Look at the Western Front. Look at the Beauty and the Beta. They don't disagree about an awful lot. They don't. I've watched them several times and they don't. No, I'm sorry, hypocrite, but only Naked 8 gets to say that about me. You don't. Actually, I might do that. See if he bites. Right wing scum. Right wing scum. I forgot how good it is to troll Naked 8 because he always comes back. Alright, I just did that now. Yeah, exactly, Heather. And I think also when somebody goes and save one of the, this isn't the Western Front actually. I think this is more on a Beauty and the Beta. But say for example, in a hypothetical podcast, somebody goes on a crazy rant. People just sit there awkwardly and don't rock the car, and it's like, come on, be like Baited, be like Catch 33. Fucking go at each other's throats, man. This is what we want to see. This is why the original Baited podcast was amazing, because they fought each other, and you had like fucking you had Colossals Crazy and Keemstar on one side butting heads, and then you've got Tommy just laughing. That is a podcast. That is entertainment, and they ended up at the end of the day making good content, and it was great to listen to. I don't know who One True Lib is. Again, I've got to know somebody. I can't just ask some random person I don't know. I don't even know how to split YouTube ad revenue. How would that even happen? Oh, come on, Naked Ape. Come on. I feel like everybody I know has been taken. Oh, well. That's what we... innit? A disagreement podcast. But then again, when they did agree, when Baited and Catch 33, when they do agree, it's always good, though. That's still good. The disagreements brought you in, then the agreements would be interesting. Like, they would actually have interesting points to make. Like, you want to hear what they have to say. Yeah. And, like, you know, if Keemstar hadn't tried to do shit with the money, they'd still be around, and that the podcast would at least be at 1 million subs by now, right? Come on. Baited was massive. And I think they should have released the scarce... all those other episodes that Keem didn't want released, they should have released anyway. It's the people that decide how good the video actually is. I can't count how many times I thought I made a shit video and it explodes and people love it. So all you can do is just hope for the best. No. Zio, you do know that me and Ranty Monkey don't get along, right? Me and him at SDA, we don't get along after the incident. You were there, right? You do know what happened. How do people not know? They tried to drag my name through the mud during the whole Fern and Loathing shit when that got exposed. How do people not remember that? Like, Ranty Monkey literally took SDA's side because she's my friend, even though I was a friendly acquaintance, and it would have helped him to get my opinion, and she knew what went on. I told her about that thing, but yeah, whatever. I read a book. Did I ever tell you about the dark time I read a book? I also read books. I know Gemini, but he's with the white YouTuber. I'm alright. Again, Eldritch, I'm only acquainted with Gemini. I don't know these people. Maybe Irate Bear? Or Miss Misa? I don't know. But Miss Misa and I would agree on a lot. And Irate Bear and I would probably agree on a lot. Sir Sick, he always hangs out with Ed, so I can't use Sir Sick. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Dreamy Dicklet's incredibly hard to get in touch with, and I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll meet somebody. Actually, I think... oh, maybe Scrump Monkey. But I don't know him. I've met him. No, I didn't meet him. I met Wreck-It Rolf. I met Wreck-It Rolf, not Scrump Monkey. But they do look kind of similar. He's from Manchester. We could actually go to each other's houses and do it. Ugh, Kevin Logan. Jesus Christ. What do you take me for? The Jews. What? Wizard of Cards is already taken. Heisenberg and I agree on everything. No, it's fine, Eldritch. Again, it's just somebody I need to know. Maybe I could do something with Hayes. I don't know. Woz wouldn't do a podcast because he's always too slow. I don't know. I'll figure something out, guys. There's a lot of names out there. No, Crown T has the Western Front, derp. Remember? God. How energetic do you want my host to be? Well, obviously it has to be energy. Otherwise it's going to be boring. Naked Ape is the energy and Kraut is, well, Kraut. So, yeah. Obviously it has to be someone that I can actually talk to on a daily basis. Say, what do we need to do? I'm seeing all these Gondor orc things, these memes. Oh, come on, Q. Okay, now the jokes are getting just stupid now. Come on. Thing is, the reason why my original podcast failed was because I didn't actually know the people that I was making the podcast with. I literally not employed them, but recruited them for free. Like I said, I need people who I can do a podcast with, and I can't do that again. I have to do it with people that I know. And then again, where do we host the podcast? Do I host my podcast on its own channel? Do I host it on my channel or their channel? I remember the whole Team Autism thing would have taken off if they'd just done their bloody things, but it wouldn't have, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know. God, you know what? It's weird seeing the blue chat people. Well, it's not weird, but it's interesting to see. It's just, I was right about them all along. They did go SJW. They were the first people to do that. Why would I want to whip her ass live? No, I do not want to give her attention. I do not want to give her any more attention than she's already had. People need to stop giving her attention and let her die. All right, let's not do that. I know I'm speaking out, but let's not do that. There is less risk, but I have an added risk of people not bothering to do shit. The pilot. I think the pilot should be hosted on one or... It depends who's bigger, really. One... But then I don't know. Like, how many people do I want? Do I want 3? 2? 4? I don't know. Are they going to be British? Are they going to be American? Because time zones are an issue. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it here, people. It's nearly bloody 12 o'clock. I need to go and play some video games. So, I've had fun. I hope you guys have had fun. So, I'll see you all later.